So this is the day after the pig y'all seen get killed last night. We was there and we made the shot in the stand. We watched the footage. Footage came back. It was a little bit low on the screen. You might not be able to see the nocturnal zip through the pig, but that did what it did. But we're here to talk about why we shoot Swhacker. Swhacker is a mechanical broadhead that operates around a band that pieces together right here. Pulls the blades together. Once it penetrates through the ribs, it hits here. Opens up on impact following through. This pig right here was quartering towards me a pretty good bit. We'll show you how much here in a little bit. It busted through 2 ribs on the entrance and exit, and I still got a clean pass through. And I am not shooting heavy arrows at all. I got a 27.5-inch draw. I got a nocturnal on here, so that's 6. It's a 29-inch arrow, so 400 spine. I'm shooting 300 grains, 330 actually, with the Swhacker nocturnal and all. It's not a heavy arrow. It's not a heavy arrow. A lot of people are talking about heavy arrows right now, making it far in the archery business. No, I don't believe in it. Jerry doesn't shoot heavy arrows. We're not here to shoot heavy arrows when we shoot Swhacker. It's a 100-grain broadhead with a 400 spine arrow. I'm pulling back 70 pounds with a 27.5-inch draw. You really don't need heavy arrows.
Alright, I'm back. What I missed? I was just you show it?
No, not yet. I was talking about the setup before I did that.
Did you apologize for the film?
No, not really.
Alright, so this pig, I was behind the camera. I was trying to hold the flashlight, make sure Hunter was at full draw, and get the pig on video all at the same time. And I wasn't able to do so. The pigs were skittish to the light, so they were running in and out of the frame. So it was just too hard to get the light on them, make sure Hunter was ready, and the camera on them all at the same time with them running away from the light whenever I'd shine them. So we missed the shot on film by just a couple feet, but the shot's a little bit far back. This is the entry side. You can come up here. So this is the entry side of the Swhacker. So before the Swhacker opens, it's only about a 1-inch cut. Now, it's got a band that holds that shut, and once it goes through, it breaks the band. This is the inside of the entry. This is where that band will break at. That broadhead will open all the way up. Go ahead and show it outside, just because it's easier to see. And now it's a 2-inch cut, and these out of the package are razor sharp.
Still sharp right now.
So,
stupid short.
And then this is the exit at a 2-inch cut, and we skinned this pig just to show how deadly these broadheads are. We didn't do any extra cutting or nothing. This is all from the broadhead. It looks like you took a box cutter to the side of this pig on the exit side.
It's insane.
But go ahead and feed it through. So this is the entry wound. I don't know if you're going to be able to see that, but the broadhead's opening up. That's exactly. And now at this point, it's starting to clip lungs and probably some intestines here.
And it was a quartering to me shot, so I have a really steep angle going in.
So now, show this exit. Now once that exit hits, that's where that broadhead's coming out at. And it's just cutting everything on the way. And this was a clean pass through. I mean, this arrow stuck 6-8 inches in the ground on the back side of this pig. But if you can see from this angle, it was quartering away.
No, quartering towards.
I'm sorry, quartering towards, yeah. This is the entry side. Quartering towards a little bit.
They'll be able to see an angle doing this.
So, I know Hunter, I think I heard Hunter talking about heavy versus light arrow setups.
Yeah.
So there's a huge controversy right now on heavy setups versus light setups, saying light setups, when you hit hard bone or shoulder or shield on a pig, it's just not going to punch through. This broadhead literally broke this rib completely in half right here. So, and Hunter's not shooting a heavy setup. His bow is shooting fast, but he's not shooting a heavy setup. But that's
I think if you're shooting fast with a sharp broadhead,
it doesn't matter.
I think that'll take over.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. This pig on this shot, it was far back, a little high. I still think he clipped lungs, but this pig only made it about 85 yards from the shot. So, I mean, that's a pretty easy track job. There was no blood, I think because it was a little high.
Yeah.
A little high. So,
the only blood was on the veins.
But that's it. Now we're going to
yank the hide off and quarter him up.
Cut this pig. Barbecue him up, I guess. I don't know. This is why we shoot Swhackers. That's it. All right, so I just finished editing up some of the video of where me and Hunter are explaining the shot placement and the pass-through of the shot that he did on the pig. And there's a couple things that we missed that I wanted to clear up before I posted the video so I could add this on the back of it. First thing is, thanks for watching all the way through it. Second thing is, whenever you shoot at a pig, in comparison to a deer, whenever you shoot at a deer, whenever that string slaps and the limbs come forward, what a deer does to anticipate the shot, or jump the string as they call it, is it drops down. And when it drops down, it makes the shot impact higher than the point of aim. So the point of impact is usually going to be 3 to 6 inches higher than the point of aim if they jump the string. Obviously that varies on speed, if the deer actually jumps or not, how far the deer away is, how far away the deer is, but regardless, that's usually what happens. What a pig does, because their center of gravity is so much lower, instead of dropping down, they actually do what we refer to as barreling out. So what the pig does is, instead of just, I'm trying to look at myself here, but instead of just dropping straight down, the pig actually barrels. So it turns like this in order to gain momentum to run. So whenever that happens, instead of we were from where we shot it in the stand, Hunter was, from the point of release on the arrow, he was 23 feet to 24 feet in the air. So that going down at that angle, 26, 27 yards on the shot, going down at that angle, it should have gone through reasonably top of the shoulder and then bottom of the belly on the far side. What ended up happening was, because that pig barreled out of it, it angled itself down and it was almost a straight pass through, which is why the shot was a little bit higher than what we like. Still got the job done. The pig only ran 85 yards, but the point is, if you're going to be bow hunting pigs, it's something to think about. Pigs don't drop normally. They usually try to barrel out. That's why it's really hard to get a full pass through on a pig, because whenever they barrel out, it's usually going to end up hitting a shoulder on either side if you're tucking that armpit, just because the way they barrel. And these animals are fast. The fact that it could barrel as much as it did in a split second is incredible. But that's one thing I want to talk about. The other thing I want to talk about was the Swhacker. So the Swhacker Broadhead has a 2-inch cut on the exit, a 1-inch cut on the entrance. Once it breaks through the ribs, like Hunter explained, it opens up and becomes a 2-inch cut. There's a yellow band that holds those blades together in flight. We have shot Swhackers at probably a dozen deer and some other small game, some pigs. I think, I could be wrong, but I think Hunter was shooting a Swhacker when he took a shot at a coyote. But the point is, we see a lot of people talk about mechanical blade broadheads opening on flight. We have never had that happen with a Swhacker. So kudos to Swhackers for making a pretty good product. Besides that, I think it wraps it up. Thanks for watching. Next week we will have a video coming out on scouting public land in Louisiana, tips and tricks, and we should, fingers crossed, we should have another pig on the ground with the video with that as well. So thanks for watching. This is Regular Dude Outdoors, and we'll see you next time.